Hello, this module is going to be on logarithms. Um, we'll just start off with the two basic keys, the logarithmic key and the natural log key. Now, the LOG key is for log base 10. The LN key is log base E. Now, it really doesn't matter which one you use, you'll get the same answers. Um, I'm not going to sit here and talk about the difference between the two. Because that's for your math teacher to do. And right now, this is a calculator class, not a math class. So the LOG, I will use a good bit. Um, so let's say you want to take the log base 2 of 4. Well, you can't take log base 2 of 4. I'm going to do something right here, right quick, to kind of help out with us. There we go. And I'm going to try to do this. I'll try to do both of these at the same time. I hope it works. Um, if you're talking about doing the log of base 2 of 4, well, you can't do that with your calculator. There's a thing in math that says we can change the base because we can only calculate with log base 10, which is the LOG key, or log base E, which is the natural log key. Those are the only two that we can calculate in. So when you get a problem like this, you can't calculate it. But there's a thing that we use called the change base formula, and that means that we can change it, and it would be the log of 4 over the log of 2. So if we was to take that and put it in a calculator, we would find, excuse me, we would find that, I'm trying to remember what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep everything straight. Log of 4, so I would hit the log key, close parentheses, divided by log of 2. And that comes out to be 2. All right, so that's how you use one key, the log key. What if you wanted to add two logs together? Well, the log of 4 plus the log of 5. You just type them in. What about the log of a negative number? Uh-oh. Log of negative 3, close parentheses. I bet we're going to get an error. Yes, because you cannot take the log of a negative number. Of course, that's another math thing, but the log key is very helpful when you're dealing with natural logs also. Let's go with the natural log of 4. Natural log of 4 plus the natural log of 3. Oops, I forgot my handy dandy. There we go. Natural log of 4, close parentheses, minus natural log of 3. And you see they act the same as the LOG. Okay. You can graph y is equal to the natural log, or to the LOG of x, close parentheses, enter. Oh, sorry, graph. Oh, we got to turn our stat plot off from the last recording or the last session. So second stat plot, oops, second stat plot, and turn that off. So hit enter and off. And now we go back to y is equal and graph. and it's not where we can see it. It says zoom 0. I don't like that one either, so let's zoom standard. There we go. And that's the natural log. I meant the log. Well, Hubert, why don't you graph the natural log? Okay. Y is equal, and we'll do it in red, natural log of x. And graph. There's the black line, and there's the red line. It's a little bit different, but that's the difference between log base e and log base 10. Now, the mathematical operations, you will get the same answer. If you take the natural log of this plus the natural log of this, it's going to be the same as the natural log, and you can do that. The natural log of 4 divided by the natural log of 2 is equal to 2. The log of 4, parentheses, divided by the log of 2, parentheses, equals. So you get the same thing mathematically, whether you take the natural log of something and divide it by the natural log of something, or you get the log. It still doesn't matter which one you do. You can graph the natural log, you can graph the log. What about e to the x and 10 to the x? You can graph those. E to the x is not used that much, but when you do need to use e to the x, this is the way you do it. Shift e to the x, and then you type in whatever e is. I mean x. Let's go with 2.5. Close parentheses. Oops. 2.5. Close parentheses. So this is e to the 2.5 and enter, and that's e to the 2.5. Okay. So that's the natural log key, the log key, the e to the x key. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Nope, that's pretty much it. So if you go through the properties and you learn your product rule and your quotient rule and your power rule and your change base formula, you should be able to take the natural log or the log of any number using your calculator. Hope that helps.